Okay, welcome to Zoomvivor 4.
Hey, my name's Lee Fingar-Myers. I'm 16. I'm probably the youngest to ever play a survival org, and I'm probably the smartest to ever play a survival org. I'm from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Hi, I'm Rain. I am 30 something and I am a writer for TV. So that means I like creating drama and I'm so good at it. But going into this game, I really try not to feel anything. I am emotionless. I am looking at this as a job and I am a professional bitch. So that means I'm going to do my job well.
I will be muting you everyone first. To start our game, I know that you guys are waiting for tribe assignments, but since this is Zoomvivor Anarchy, we're gonna do things a little differently.
I am super excited to be playing this game. I'm not someone that's going to hold back. I definitely bring the heat when I have to. I'm not going to let people push me around. I'm going to play super strategic, get in good with the people I need to get in good with, and definitely bring some fireworks. I will not be silent. I will not be quiet. And I most certainly will not be boring.
I want to try and forge as many connections with other players as possible, genuine, sincere connections with people. And if I do that correctly, I hope that it will create real loyalty rather than loyalty out of necessity. And then from there, once I hit the merge, I'll be able to move forward with hopefully a very strong alliance, and I'll be able to pull off any and all moves that I actually need to. And I need to pull in or join up with people who I perceive to be or will be the strong personalities. Those strong personalities will provide protection for me. They will be my shields. So if anything were to happen, I won't be the immediate target. So I'll be able to do whatever I need to do from hopefully the shadows.
I am a server at a restaurant, and I'm also a stay-at-home single dog dad. So, playing for my kid. Let's say hi. Like, come on. She'll say hi real quick. This is Thalia. She's my baby. Hey. Okay. She's sleepy. She's gonna sleep.
My name is Stan C. I'm 30. I'm a radio DJ at Wave 89.1. I host the morning show called The Morning Takeover. I'm also a podcaster, and I talk about pro wrestling and the radio industry on 2 separate podcasts under Podcast Network Asia. So basically, my whole job revolves around me talking and just running my mouth. And I know from having played other games that would get me in trouble. So I knew very well that I had to tone it down. And I think playing a game like Zoomvivor with this medium helps because there's an automatic mute option. And keeping my mic on mute was something that I was really conscious about heading in, because if I could keep my mic on mute for as long as I can or for as much as I can, then that's great for me. I don't get to accidentally say anything that I shouldn't. And even if I start laughing about whatever, I can just keep laughing my ass off.
Okay, I will be giving you something that you need to solve. Alright? And from there, we will be determining who will get to what tribe. Okay? Everything clear on that? The instructions are pretty simple. You just have to solve something. And with that, I will be sharing the screen. All you have to do is take a photo of it or take a screenshot and then solve it and then send it to me. Right? Send it to me. Again, the instruction is very simple. I will share a photo that you need to solve. With it, you need to take a photo. You need to take a photo of it or a screenshot and then solve it and then send it to myself. Everything clear on the instructions? Okay. But again, this is Anarchy, so expect a lot of moral dilemmas and choices that you have to make. Whether it's gonna be good for your game or not, we shall see. I will be sharing you guys your first first thing that you need to solve. And here is, give you guys a sec. Here is your puzzle.
My instinct is like, okay, what's the easiest way to solve this maze? I immediately solve the maze. And then that's when I noticed, oh, there's a QR code. Actually, before I saw the QR code, I was still editing the picture because I wanted to be neat, like no lines touching the wall. So I edited that part, and then I saw the QR code, and I realized, oh, it's late. It's too late to see to answer and get the idol, because probably someone else already got the idol. And it's okay.
I wasn't really planning to finish the maze because knowing myself, I suck at puzzles and mazes. I really, if there's a challenge, I really need to like finish the first part, like if there's a video or something, so that I could have a time advantage doing the maze in the previous games that I played. So yeah, I wasn't really planning to do the maze. And I was really eyeing for the advantage, but then when I scanned it, because it apparently became clear like after several minutes, someone already got it.
Well, upon seeing the maze, I wasn't really focused on the maze. I knew that there could be advantages or twists lying around, and so I went for those twists first because I know that going for the advantages can spell the difference between getting deeper into the game or being an easy boot out. I also was relying on my other on the other tribe mates to also go for the clue first. So I assume the worst out of them because I know how people can play. They can be selfish. So it might have been a selfish decision on my part to go for the QR code first, but at the same time, I don't really regret it, and I'm happy that I got it.
Okay, time is up. So if there are some people who haven't solved the maze yet, it's too late, but it doesn't matter anyway. So you will now find out which tribe you will be on. Okay, so the first 5 Filipinos and first 5 Americans who answered first will be in one tribe, and the last 5 Filipinos and last 5 Americans will be in another tribe. Because the first 5 Filipinos and Americans answered first, you are our first tribe, named Chaos, which means chaos, and the other tribe is Mata, meaning order. Okay, so here are your tribe assignments. For Chaos, for the Americans, we have Garrett, Missy, Kristen, Gage, and Angel. For the Filipinos, we have Stan, Jeff, Jet, Mads, and Rain, which means the other players I have not mentioned. You are in Mata: Anthony, Lauren, Lee, Melissa, and Casey, and Lila, Miguel, Boris, Bea, and Karen.
My general feel of the initial Mata tribe was, damn, we must be shady bitches, because I think we might have been the ones who tried to go for the QR codes first before actually attempting the maze. And I am expecting actually that the other players of Mata might also have the other idol, because I remember reading the clue. It says the first Filipino player and also the first American player to successfully finish the QR code challenge will get the idol. So contrary to what the other players are saying right now, I think the other idol is within our tribe. I just have to figure out.
Whoa, what are the odds that Melissa, Anthony, Lauren, and I all are on the same tribe? That right there, that's 4 votes. 4 votes. I mean, assuming none of them flip. I guess, I don't know, Anthony might be the wild card. But I'm feeling really good. We already have 4 votes. 4 votes out of 10. Get 1 or 2 more, and we're solid.
Like I said, Melissa, Lauren, Lee, I was great. I was happy to be on their tribe. Me and Boris, I tried to the funny thing about Boris is I tried to have a rapport with him, and I was being as honest as I could with him. But he thought I was lying when I wasn't even lying. He was just so nervous at every step of the way. And I think he told a few people, Boris, was telling a few people, I'm your number one, stay with me, like that. And he never told me I was his number one, but he said, look, I trust you, we can go far together. And I said, okay, man, I have that trust with you as well. And I told Melissa, Lauren, and Lee too, I said, I think we can have Boris here, but I don't think Boris trusted Lee and Lauren as much. So I think that made him a little leery.
I got Karen and Boris. Boom, right here. Boris sends me a message. He wants to work with me. He also sends it to Anthony. Boom, Boris, Anthony, and I got something going. Boris, he seems very scared. So I think I can just keep him under my wing. He's gonna be very quiet, and he's smart, but he's not that smart. I'm definitely smarter than him. So I got this in the bag.
So this is how it's gonna go. Because the Chaos Tribe finished first in all of the mazes, you guys have won tribal immunity, sending Mata to tribal council immediately.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Dear Lord.
Wait, hold on, I have a question.
Oh my god.
Sure.
This mean that the people who got the advantages are on the fast tribe?
We may never know. I can neither confirm nor deny that fact.
Okay, that's gotta be it. Okay.
All right. So which means again, Mata tribe containing Anthony, Lauren, Lee, Melissa, Casey, Lila, Miguel, Boris, Bea, and Karen. You will meet me in our first tribal council of the season. As for Chaos, you will be relaxing and enjoy your free time. I will be sending you guys to your camps in a bit. And good luck to everyone.
I hate this. I hate it. Like, we had just started the game and suddenly I'm going into tribal council. And going into this game without knowing anything, I was all over the place. Like, I was internally like scrambling, trying to figure out what was happening because people were freaking out that, we're in tribal council. And I'm just there like, what is this? But eventually, I figured, oh, this is something serious. So
it was a little, it's a little jarring, like, but I mean, I was fine with it, other than being a little surprised. I didn't think I'd be a target straight away. So I wasn't really nervous. And like I said, I had some familiar faces there, so I kind of figured they wouldn't write my name down. I wouldn't write any of their names down. So we didn't have much time to strategize, but I felt okay about it.
Shock, like just complete shock, because I didn't know that, oh my god, we're gonna do tribal in my first, and like for me too, like, oh my god, my first game, and we're gonna do tribal already. Like I don't even know how it works. How are we gonna get people try to vote out like someone like immediately, or like I was just trying to get people's trust, and like, oh my god, we have to vote out one person at that time. So in my mind, I guess like one of the only things that we could really do is just look at it as at face value and see who would we try to get out in the first round.
This is part of the game. You're gonna have to vote people out. You can't, unfortunately, the thing that sucks about going to tribal first is that you have to just go by first impressions. And I always worry about that. Completely always worry about that, because I know I'm playing with a group of 20-year-olds, and they're all gonna look at me as, okay, she's the older one.
Melissa gives me the mom vibe, so that could potentially, I could potentially be like her baby in the game, and then
Which, of course, right away, Karen started with mommy, 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 and I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I'll placate it and say that's fine. And
Shit. I think I fucked up big time. But at the same time, I also have an idol with me. So at least I have this net of safety whenever I think that things will go awry or bad for my game. I also feel really bad because I don't think we have enough time to socialize. So I still don't know the people around here. They still don't know me. I don't know how they play. I don't know who to trust. So it was really grinding the socials on high adrenaline from the get go, on high gear from the get go.
That was a huge curveball given to us right off the bat. I was stunned. I wasn't prepared. However, I should have been prepared because, listen, we knew that we were signing up to play Anarchy, and you guys were going to bring it to us right off the bat. So when I heard we were going to Tribal Council, I initially thought, all right, I need to make sure I am in solid with a group of people, because the first vote is always the hardest vote because you literally have no knowledge to go off of. We had no idea anything about most of the people on the tribe, so I was going to make sure I could do whatever I could to fall in that majority.
Conversations were more like, what do you guys feel like? Is there anybody particular? Is there anybody you're getting good vibes from? So it was more talking about good vibes of who we thought we could mesh well with. Obviously, us four were not going to vote each other out, and right away we had certain people coming over to us and sitting there saying, of course, hey Melissa, your name's getting thrown out there, and obviously I'm not going to vote for myself, so we had to go with what we thought would be the best person who was already throwing out my name.
Casey, because I remember one of my closest friends in the Filipino ORG, which is Abe from PSL. I remember Abe from KC, so there's a certain inclination towards him that he's a fan of the show, and then I can potentially work with him and be my ally.
I know that I just need to forge as many connections as possible, because usually the first vote is pretty easy. It's usually any sort of issues or, who's the odd man out, which is always a shame that that's how these games start out. But people want to choose the easy vote because why stir up all this trouble seconds into a game? So the cast is revealed. On Chaos, we had Garrett, Gage, Missy, Kristen, Angel, Stan, Jet, Mads, Jeff, and Rain. And then on the Mata tribe, which was the slowest, it was myself, Anthony, Melissa, Lee, Lauren, Boris, Layla, Bea, and Karen. And I'm like, damn, I really wanted to be on a tribe with Kristen or Rain, and of course, both of them end up being on the opposite tribe. So I'm like, all right, maybe the 10 people or the 9 others in our group, maybe they were actually only slow because they did what I did, and I was trying to do the advantage first. Which also is a little scary, because if we were the slowest, that also probably means that one of us might have the advantage, which could even potentially shake things up for a first tribal vote.
I'm here creating an all-Filipino alliance, minus Karen, because I don't know, I just don't feel her, I don't want to work with her. So, and we have this plan that the 4 of us, 4 Filipinos, so it's Boris, Dea, Lila, and I, will be forming an alliance, and then we'll pull an American or 2.
The first thing that I noticed was, I think I messaged the group chat like, "Oh, is this like the Filipino alliance that we're trying to make in Mata?" And then, but then I realized Karen was not there, so I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm getting vibes that maybe they don't like Karen, or Karen kind of said something already or did something. That's why that group chat wasn't she wasn't included in that group chat too.
Paul. And then I was also talking to Migs and um saying if he's okay with an all Filipino alliance, right?
Okay, so Karen messages me saying that she's scared of the Americans. And I mean, of course, I don't want to work with her, so I already have an alliance with the three other Filipinos and then the Americans. So I mean, here I am saying I'm also scared of them because they seem very influential. Like they know what they're doing.
And then I kind of injected a strat talk with him like, are you okay having an all Filipino alliance? And then he said like, yes.
So I mean, we have a chat, and what I did was it was something really stupid because I added I asked Karen, so should I create a group chat with the Filipinos? And she said okay, and then I added the Filipinos there, like Lila, Bea, and Boris. You have this a short period of time to talk and all, so I forgot that it was our one-on-one conversation when when I was supposed to create a group chat. So
What are you doing? I'm like, I know that he's kind of new in the ORG, but this kind of like stupidity is like beyond. Actually, I don't know what the hell is going on with his mind, but I just go through with it. If he's comfortable with it, then go.
The bad thing is, from the Filipinos side, Mix is actually planning an all Filipinos alliance, which is not currently not looking good at the moment because people are very wary. People are very sketchy of each other, and Mix is also acting very sketchy. I mean, Mix belongs to two majority alliances, one with us Filipinos and the other with the 5 Americans plus 2 of us who are Filipinos. So that itself, it makes it really tricky.
So right now, I realize, boom, I got Boris, I got Casey, I got Melissa, Lauren, Anthony. I also briefly started talking to Leela and Bea. That's like 8. I know that Karen's going home. I helped orchestrate it. Didn't talk to Karen. Her internet connection is poo-poo. And she seems like she's not going to be very good at challenges. And her voice is really annoying. So she's got to go.
We thought, man, if she's having severe internet issues, if that happens during a challenge, we could be in serious trouble. And like I said, we didn't have much, it wasn't anything personal against her. It's not her fault, her internet sucks. But we didn't have much to base that vote on. So, it's kind of one of those Sandra things. As long as it's not me, just pick a reason,
This whole decision-making thing for trying to figure out who we're gonna vote out is weird for us right now because we don't know each other. We didn't even do anything, yet we find ourselves in this position. So it's a weird feeling for everyone. But we gotta do what we gotta do, and we just really have to sacrifice one person for this one. And whoever that person is, sorry, but you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Welcome to your first tribal council. So before everyone goes to vote, I will be having a little chat. I'll be asking you guys questions, and after that, we'll go to vote. So please know we need to stop messaging people. All eyes here. All right. Let's start with our youngest player here, Lee. Hi, Lee. Um, so coming into this game, how do you feel about your tribe so far?
Feel good about a good amount of them, -1.
-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Right off the bat, huh? Immediately throwing out a lone target there. But do you think that in other people's case that except for one that you've been mentioning on their end is yourself?
What?
I mean, you mentioned that you feel pretty good with people apart from one person, right?
Yeah.
So do you think there's a chance that other people might think the same way to you, that everyone feels good with everyone except for you?
No.
No, okay. I love the confidence.
I think there's a group that feels good, and I think there's probably one person that shouldn't be feeling too good.
Okay. Do you wanna tell us who you think that person is?
Sure, I'll tell you my voting confessional.
Okay. All right, Lauren. With that amount of feistiness early on our first tribal, how do you feel the rest? How do you feel the rest of the tribe should look at everyone's like gauge on the players here?
Listen, Lee just went out with a bold statement right there. I hope I'm not that one person, because that scares me. If he's about to say that one person should feel uncomfortable, that makes me worried. I mean, I'm looking at this season and this cast of people, and you got some hardcore gamers here. So I am slightly concerned for myself. So I'm thinking, crap, is Lee talking about me? Because I need to, make sure that I'm safe in this game at this point. So his bold statement, I think everyone's wheels are spinning right now at this point. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully I'm not that one singular person.
The people I've been talking to know I got their back, and they know who I'm voting for tonight.
Okay. Boris, with that kind of statement early on in the game that Lee saying that whoever he's talking to, they have his back. How much of it can you trust? Because it's too early in the game to put trust, or do you think it's just the right timing for people to say that?
Well, for me, I really think trust is something that's very subjective. For some people or for some bonds, you get trust from even just a few minutes of talking to people. For most people, it takes time for that trust to be built. But I think in this game of Survivor, trust can be validated with the votes. So as of right now, as long as there's no votes, it's like it's a really big question mark for me.
Okay, Bea. Hi, Bea.
Hi.
How are you
Hi,
doing?
James. Hello. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
That's what I am. I'm scared because what the heck? Like you just never know. Everyone's like, well, everyone's scared, including me. That's it. Like my brain isn't functioning at this point. It's kind of just like, what's gonna happen from here?
Do you think that you're the odd one out Lee was mentioning?
God, I hope not. Oh, he's saying no. Okay. Then,
no.
Wait, I'm concerned he didn't say no for me.
This is blown up bigger proportions.
I'm just saying first impressions are everything in this game, but you shook your head no to her and you didn't shake your head no to me. So that makes me concerned.
Oh no. God, well, I'm just holding on.
This is crazy. This is crazy. The first vote's crazy. I'm sorry. Because you don't know who's with who at this point, and especially with that bold statement at the beginning, I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think everyone should be concerned at the suddenness of the tribal. Melissa, how do you think people should maneuver from this kind of twist in the game where you didn't really even get a chance to get to know people on a more deeper sense, and then immediately right off the bat you get to vote someone off.
Well, everybody's judging everybody on looks or whatever they're going to judge each other on, and unfortunately, that's how this part is. I mean, I'm terrified. I literally watched everybody with their head down texting each other, and I was getting absolutely no messages. And then I actually got told by one of the other people when I finally did get a message, oh, all the Philippines are talking, but we're not actually know which one we're going for. So they already got a group chat going for themselves. I guess us Americans weren't smart enough to actually think of that. So we didn't do that. So obviously those 5 are already working together. So who they're working with is beyond who they're all going for is beyond us. And us 5 did not come together and say, hey, this is who we're getting. So if they piled onto one another, and honestly, nobody was talking to me. So yeah, terrified. I completely agree.
May I chime in really quick? So I'm right there with you. There was no group chat for an All-American Alliance. And I know this is not the, no border season, but like personally, I do not want to create an alliance based on nationality. That feels.
But it was literally told to me that they were already all talking in an alliance. So.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's happening, that's crazy. But I just don't want to participate in that. I don't want to be. I don't want that.
I didn't even.
But I think. Yeah, I understand. Definitely.
Very unfortunate if there is an all Filipino alliance already. I mean, the game just started, but I mean, I guess that's the thing. You got to go off base first impressions and any sort of commonality you can find. I just really hope that the game does not evolve one nation versus another. That would be really unfortunate.
Yeah. Cassie is right. Cassie is right. If there is a commonality between people, you should. I think people is abruptly will bank on that commonality because in this kind of setup where we went to tribal first, it's the impressions and the commonalities that you should bank on. But I'm not sure if I'm just Americans out here, and I think it's not really us Filipinos having an all Filipinos alliance. It's just that maybe we have something in common that really, bonded us.
So from that statement, are you basically saying that there is an all Filipino alliance?
Yes, there is an all Filipino alliance, but will it materialize? We will find out in this vote.
That is true. Migs, how do you think the tribe should vote?
You know what? I honestly don't know. I mean, everything is super chaotic right now. So this is very surprising because I mean we were just gonna choose our tribe. So I don't know. I mean it's up to us, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Leela.
Hello.
Yes.
You're good, Migs. One final question before we go to vote.
Did you guys hear what I?
Yes, we heard.
Did you guys hear what I say?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Your video just freezes every once in a while, but we can hear you.
Okay, Leela. I have one more question before we go to vote. Before we go to vote, what should the tribe remember?
I think we should remember that we should all have fun. Yeah, I think we should all have fun. And I think, I don't know, for me, it's important when people reach out. That's why I think for the first round, I'm giving my trust to those people who reached out first. So that's what
Okay, let's see if people reaching out. Sure, Anthony.
If there is an all Filipino alliance, and it could happen, this is what it is. If they go and pick us off as soon as that other tribe comes in and all 19 of us are together, one of you Americans, if that's how they want to play it, make sure you yell to that other tribe and tell them that's how they're playing over here.
And same if there's an all-American alliance, if there isn't.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just pretty interesting because like what Melissa said, I also got a message like saying that there is an all-American alliance. So
It wasn't for
I
me.
don't know. I don't know what's happening at this point. Like literally, when she started talking about that, I was just like,
I hope someone was just trying to start distrust somewhere. I don't know. But if that's how you want to play it, make sure it goes both ways, which I hope it doesn't.
Wait, who said that?
who said what?
There's an American alliance.
Oh, I don't remember. It was just like thrown somewhere in there, and I was just like, oh, okay. Like I was
No,
lost. I was lost in the sauce at some point.
I wonder.
I mean, I think
There's
this
an American alliance, so
Okay,
That's true.
we shall see if there is or there is not an all-nationality alliance because it is time to vote.
My ally finds you shady, so I think I can't work with you.
I'm honestly scared at this point because, well, first of all, I'm not sure how this game works, like, to begin with. But, I mean, based on what I read, everyone was just talking about Karen. So, that's just where I'm going with this.
From the information I received, you were the ringleader for the Filipino alliance. So here's a little rogue vote, and I hope this makes you a target.
Number one reason is because her Wi-Fi connection sucks. You have to get a cord. In case we're in a challenge, we can't risk her going in and out and losing it for us. So that's the main reason that I am voting for her.
I have the votes. So before I read the votes, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to do so. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person with the highest number of votes will have to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. All right, here we go. First vote. Melissa. Miguel. That's one vote Melissa, one vote Miguel. Karen. That's one vote Karen, one vote Miguel, one vote Melissa. Bea. That's one vote Karen, one vote Miguel, one vote Melissa, and one vote Bea. Karen. It's 2 votes Karen. Three votes Karen. Four votes Karen. And 5 votes Karen. For this vote, 5 is enough. Okay. So the tribe has voted for Karen. But this is Zoomvivor Anarchy. Karen, for receiving the most votes, this tribal, you have received immunity for the next tribal council.
so she's gonna be pissed off. So
First is, oh shit, I think I fucked up.
This is really a shallow basis because I'm just being disconnected to Zoom. Like you're voting me off because of my internet connection. That really sucks. This is how not you play. This is not how you play this game.
No one will be going home this tribal. And Karen is immune for next tribal.
Oh my god, we all tried to vote her out. I think she's gonna be mad.
That sucks. I'm not very happy about the twist.
But this definitely sets the tone, though, for the game. It is indeed anarchy. And I think this prepared all of us.
Okay. I told you guys that this is not gonna be a normal season. So I hope you guys are ready for Anarchy because it's about to begin.
So if you're gonna vote me off just based on that, then let's game on.